Just going to do a little mod on the 42 here. Last time I took this thing out, which was at least 3 months ago, I flipped it and the rudder caught, and it's probably happened to a lot of other people as well. I bent this bracket here, so you can see it's hanging out to the side. So rather than just bending it back and just waiting for it to happen again, so it's not going to be as strong the second time, I thought I'll make up another bracket that is not going to bend. It's obviously, if I have that there instead of that, it's not going to bend that way because it's going to be bolted back here, and it's also not going to bend in, obviously, with that brace. This has happened, this did happen a long time ago, and I did get on this fairly quickly, but every drawing I sent to get made, they kept getting these two holes here wrong. But I think with my third option, or my third try, we should be right. It takes like a month to get a sample made and sent out to Australia. But once we get it right, then we'll be in business. I'll just order them in bulk. So let's just hope these holes line up here. What we got here. So here's my latest one. I know those. No, here's my latest one. They don't fit. I mean, we're only talking like half a hole out each time, but if you're going to make something and make them in bulk and then sell them for years, you might as well get it perfect. Okay, so hopefully these two holes here line up, and then I'll just be drilling new holes here. So first things first. Okay. Which were the bolts that went in? Obviously going to be that kind of head. Same as that one. So we've got two of those. Yep. Let's go. Oh, my tools are back to front. 2.5 I'm looking for. That's it. Oh, this is looking better. We might have something here. It's a really simple mod. It's a simple idea. And Proboat, I've been making boats for long enough now to know that when a boat flips, your rudder's the thing that's always going to catch. So why just have, like a flimsy little thing, like that? I mean, it's thick enough, but it just can't handle what it needs to. Alright, so that lined up perfectly. I'll probably spare you the... oh no, I'll need to make sure this one's right. Here we go. So that needs to go on there, and then that will line up there. So that's all good. I won't waste time on the video showing you that, but I do need to drill two holes here, fit two bolts in there. So let's see where they're going to line up. Can't really see. What do we got here? Okay. What I'm going to do is just drill the holes, and just wherever they go inside there. There's kind of ribbing in there, so I might end up on top of a rib. I don't know. We're going to use 4mm bolts. M4. Find a drill. Alright. Okay. I'm going to say I'm definitely on a rib there, seeing that took so long to go through. But that's not going to matter. I'll just get a bolt that's long enough. What have we got there? Yep. Definitely on the ribs. Alright, go with an 18. Let's see what that does. Alright, it's perfect. Actually no, it could even be a bit longer than that. By the time I put a washer on there and a nut, I think I'll need longer than the 18. Unless that's the wrong one in there. Ah, got a shorter bolt in the wrong hole. Perfect. Okay. Alright, so now I'm just going to put a flat washer and a nylock nut on the inside. Actually, what I'm actually going to do, just to make it, to neaten it up, you can see the head, these button head things that they use on the back of these. I've actually got some of those, so rather than using this traditional style head, I'll go with one of these. And this is what I will include in the kit, or in these. I'll include 2 of those bolts for this, just to make sure everything looks nice. Okay, so that's all on. I'll be honest, I had trouble getting the washers on there as well, so I just gave up. There's no washers, I've just got the bolts on there. Got a couple of washers sitting down there, a bolt sitting down there. If I wasn't lazy, I would take the servo out. It's just a bit hard to get to these 2 down here, and then I'd be able to get to it easy. If I ever replace that servo, you know, maybe I'll put the washers in, but you know I won't. So I've just got nuts on there, so it all looks like it's meant to be there, except now I've got that on and everything's straight. You can see my rudder is kicked back, and when I look at this bracket here, it's twisted this way. I can sort of see now, you know, if I was going to try and do a full dodgy, I would try and bend it down and probably, you know, rip the screws out of here. So now I'm going to take this back out, put this in the vise, and bend this bracket down. Maybe there's a way I can do something, like make something like this, another one of these to go across here. Has anyone else ever bent this bracket? So if I was just going like a brace like that across there, that would obviously, well, maybe to here, that would make it better. Maybe even like across the top with a hole cut away here for that. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe some suggestions in the comments. Has anyone ever bent that bracket? I'm sure lots of people have done this one, but has anyone ever bent that? Let's I'll get this off, straighten it up, and put it back on. Okay, so there you have it. I'm straightened out in the vise. I'm pretty happy with that. Like our goal with anything we make as an upgrade for any boat is to make it look like it came from the factory like that. And I think with that, you know, whether it's our exhausts, or on this particular boat our trim tabs, it all looks like it could have been there from the factory. So yeah, we'll get to making some of those, and in the comments I definitely want to know if I should make a stronger one of these or not. Thanks for watching.